Good morning and good evening to also other friends who are joining me from other parts of the globe here. Welcome to the first information webinar that we are hosting for the Global Innovation Challenges. As you all may be notified, I just want to take a quick brief introducing myself and speakers on this session. My name is Karthik and I lead the Future Skills pillar within India AI mission. The India AI mission aims to build a comprehensive ecosystem that fosters AI innovation by democratizing access to compute, enhancing data quality, developing indigenous AI capabilities, and attracting top talent, while we also enable industry collaboration and provide startup risk capital, ensuring socially impactful AI projects and promoting ethical AI. This mission drives responsible and inclusive growth of India's AI ecosystem through these pillars, and this mission was set up last year in March 2024. I also wanted to talk to you about the upcoming AI Impact Summit that we are planning to host in India, which will be early next year around the Feb, on the 19th and 20th of Feb in New Delhi. This will be hosted by the Ministry of Electronics and IT along with India AI at the Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. The summit would be inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India and will be a global convening to shape the future of inclusive, responsible and resilient AI. Just to set a context, this is a summit that is one of the next editions, building on the momentum of what had happened in Bletchley Park, Seoul, Paris and the Kigali summits, which was focused more on safety and action. This summit, as we call it, is the AI Impact Summit that is coming up in 2026. Just to give a quick structure to how the session is going to be, we're going to have speakers, and I'll briefly introduce all of them to you. We'll have Shri Amitabh Nag sir, who is the CEO of Digital India Division, who would also be speaking about this and sharing this entire, setting the context in terms of the challenges and the global innovation challenges, which are some of the key flagship events. What they are all about is something that we'll hear from him. We're also joined by Mr. Manav Narang, who's the head of financial services from Plug and Play. Welcome, Manav, and welcome, sir, both of you. I think we're also, great to see you, Nagano-san. We also have Mr. Yushi Nagano, who's the head of JICA DX Lab, who would also be speaking to us about the solutions and the type of solutions that are usually, being worked upon in this field of AI. And then we'll also be hearing some views from Ms. Reshna Mukherjee. She's the policy and communication specialist from UN Women. And before I hand it over to Shri Amitabh Nag, we will be welcoming all the attendees to be a part of this, and also use the chat window effectively. In case if you have any questions and queries, please keep posting it onto the chat window, and I'll have my team also address them as we progress during the session. Thank you very much, and over to you, Shri Amitabh. Take it forward.
Yep. Very good afternoon to all of you, and as Karthik said, good morning and good evening to the people who are there around the globe who are wanting to join us in this particular global impact challenge. As you know that we would be hosting AI Impact Summit on 19th and 20th of February 2026, which will be inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister. Our objective is to look at how do we move our AI innovations and AI implementations into inclusive, impactful and action-oriented AI goals, and that too through collaboration. And collaboration means international collaboration. And we have been actually doing those experiments in India with various things, and we would like this to actually take up at a global level. And that's how our idea of this global impact challenge has come up. When we move on to the Impact Summit, which is basically looking at providing the forum to everyone to actually display, talk, and discuss about all of it. We are looking at these three challenges actually to provide various, solutions, AI solutions, which can be turned into vision and impact. And of the first pillar or first challenge which we have is AI for all, which is global challenge to identify leading AI solutions across sectors, turning vision into impact. The idea is to ensure that we are touching the last person in the society who has since been untouched, even after so much of technology proliferation. We also are looking at AI for by her, which is basically looking at promoting and scaling adoption of women-led AI solution to enable social impact. And this is specifically targeting and hoping that we will be able to make a difference to our, women folks through these solutions, and there will be solutions which will come up in that area as well. Although the challenge is not limited to the solutions only for women, it is women-led AI solutions, just to clarify that particular point. The third one is Yuva AI, which is basically an innovation program for young innovators who are at the age of 13 to 21 to design impactful AI solution. And we expect this, challenge to be one of the most vibrant challenge because of the way the AI is being embraced by the younger generation, and the way they are looking at new ideas. It should be a very interesting solution portfolio. The awards are up to 6 crores, and this will be also an opportunity to globally showcase your solutions and also the other benefits which come across through this exposure in terms of market outreach, as well as the networking, ability, or networking capabilities and abilities which come along with it. So AI for all is actually looking at, almost all sectors, but obviously the key sectors are climate sustainability, healthcare, financial inclusions, agriculture, education, urban infrastructure, mobility, manufacturing, or any other open innovation. It's open to all. The solution is looking at pilot solutions which can be scaled. It is ready to be scaled. So we are looking at you to create something which is at a pilot stage, which has the ability to scale up, and obviously the logic and the material required to scale it up, which should also be defined. This will be evaluated by AI experts, and also we are having venture capitalists to look at these solutions so that they can scale it up and take this forward. Obviously, the philanthropists and government stakeholders will also be a part of evaluation. So you have a power-packed evaluation which has the ability and thought process to take it forward to the scaling up, as well as have a multiplier effect. We have awards and supports which are 25 lakhs awards for top 10 team. You definitely, the top 20 team will be able to attend AI Impact Summit. There will be a travel support for that. And of course, the mentorship to GTM, numerous incentives, etc., which will be, defined here. The next slide. AI by her is a global impact challenge, promoting the scaling and adoption of women-led AI solutions. Again, it is about social impact, and the key sectors which are enabled for that is energy and climate, health, agriculture, safety and digital well-being, and education. It also has global coverage. It is primarily open to women-led entities, or at least one woman in the core roles for the applying team. And it is a working AI prototype to a matured solution. So we are looking at a working AI prototype here, which can be developed into a matured solution. And obviously the same evaluation panel remains the same, which will look at this particular solution with a lens of AI by her, which would look at how much we have been able to do in these particular areas through women-led entities. And then obviously the award is almost similar. Here we are looking at 30 teams to attend the AI Impact Summit, and of course mentoring for GTMs, and we also are providing compute credits to the people who are looking at these solutions to train the models and develop applications. The third one is UIAI, and UIAI is basically looking at age is extremely important here, 13 to 21, and this we expect the solution to be either a POC or a working prototype. It can as well be a deployable solution. The evaluation panels, of course, also constitute of mentors who can actually guide them further. Here we have award of top three prizes as 15 lakhs each. Second prize is of 10 lakh each, and 2 lakhs, two special recognition awards for 5 lakhs each. We are also inviting 20 teams to attend the India AI Impact Summit, which will be hosted in Delhi, as I said, on 19th and 20th of February next year. Going to the next one. This is the Impact Challenge timelines, which is basically looking at October 2025. The applications have already been open. The last date is almost over, and the screen and jury evaluation, will be coming up, and mentorship, interventions as has been defined, and we announced the top team on 31st December 2025. So you have to rush to actually put up your application. And as we look at, when we look at the impact, we are looking at the inclusivity in all terms, and also differential solution capabilities, which will basically bring about some innovations which are there. So all the best to all the teams here who are intending to participate. We would like to see you in this particular event doing very well, and hopefully the best solutions win. But those who participate and do not win will also be actually recognized. If you actually look at it, we have almost 70 teams to be invited in the final showcase across 3 challenges, so which is quite a high number. And I hope that you would take this opportunity to make a mark for yourself, as well as win some prizes, and as well as showcase the showcase your talent, which obviously will not go without impact and without any results. So thank you very much. That's what I wanted to tell you in short about the challenges, overview, eligibility and rewards.
Thank you so much, Shivata. I think that's good to hear the entire, information about the challenges, and I hope it was useful enough for all the attendees. Like I said, feel free to raise your queries on the group and the chat box, so that we'll have our team keep addressing them as we move. Next, I have Mr. Manav from Plug and Play. Hi, Manav. Just to give everyone a quick introduction to Manav. So he comes from Plug and Play, which is one of the world's leading corporate innovation platform, and he's currently leading the APAC geography on FinTech, InsurTech, and HealthTech. But here he's probably going to talk about what makes a good submission. So, Manav, over to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Karthik, the India AI team. Thank you, Amitabh sir. I think you have covered it really well, what opportunities the startups have. So, at Plug and Play, and also right now at Gift FinTech Hub that we lead, we keep seeing applications from various startups. I think every year we receive more than 2,000 applications, and maybe 1 to 5% of those we end up working with. Maybe 0.1% is the ones that we end up investing in. So it's a very natural question, right? What makes a good submission? And interestingly, this is very similar to what I would also say to someone who's applying for jobs. Don't just randomly apply to every link, every opportunity you see. The ones that really convinces you that this is the right one for me, I'm adding impact, I'm able to take away something from it, I'm able to give a lot to it, only apply to those ones, and make sure your application is tweaked, is catered to that particular submission. If, let's say, in this case, you're applying to be a startup as part of the India AI Impact Summit. If you are submitting a pitch deck or you're submitting something that's already existing in your folder, more often than not, it's not the right submission. You need to make sure you go through what this AI Impact Summit is about, which category you're applying for, and make sure you go through every single slide of yours to see what information you're giving. Because you're not trying to get the assessment team to buy your product right there. You're getting them to show interest and see how you are a good fit. It's a fitment exercise, not a I want to work with the startup or I want to invest in the startup exercise. So you need to go from that point of view. If you're on stage for a 1-minute pitch, you don't try to tell the listeners what is the back end of your particular code that you write for that startup. You just tell them how that adds an impact, how that is useful. So I'm just give you some qualitative ideas, because when such call for applications go out, trust me, there will be so many applications that the team will see. Everything you're submitting, they would have seen it at least 5-10 times. So you need to make sure you curate your submission content to exactly what they are looking for and what sets you apart. Because if not, it's after a few pitch decks that Karthik and team have seen, I'm sure they will get used to seeing the same fonts, same templates, and it will not catch their eye. And would love to know from Karthik and team, but I don't know how much of an attention span the assessment team has. So you should know how much, maybe seconds, if not minutes, you have to catch their attention to convince them that this is exactly what they need to be a part of this very prestigious event and intervention. So that's the qualitative part. But on the parameter side of things, the key aspects are on the screen. How relevant is the solution? What is unique? I just went into it. What is unique? What are the features? The feasibility, business model, team will add a lot of value, and very importantly, what is the potential for impact? It's called the AI Impact Summit for a reason. So that is there, and I would say think from the point of view of less is more. You don't need to put 25-30 slides. Honestly speaking, you could theoretically put everything on one slide as well, but if you want to be very sure, maybe one slide for all of these aspects and one slide on why us should be good enough. So that's all I would add. All the best to all of the startups. Please feel free to reach out to me if you think I can help in some way. More than happy to support not only the India AI team, but also the startups who are applying. I'm open for questions later on if needed.
Thank you so much, Manu. Thanks for that talk. I think I'll now go proceed ahead. And I would like to introduce Mr. Yushi Nagano from JICA. Before you start, I just want to give a small context. So the JICA DX Lab that he is representing is an initiative by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, and primarily works in developing countries through collaboration with a network of digital partners, which include companies and organizations who are working across sectors like transport, agriculture, forestry, water supply. But here, I think would love to hear your thoughts, Mr. Yushi, and whatever that you would want to say in terms of climate and sustainability and why AI for scalable impact, which is the theme that one of the themes that we are really stressing upon is about going right now. Over to you, Nagano-san.
Sure. Karthik, thank you very much for organizing this, and the hundreds of the participants and innovators who would like to change the world through AI. Good afternoon, good morning. or good evening, depending on where you are. This is Yushi Nagano, as Kartik kindly introduced. I'm head of JICA DXLR. By the way, JICA is Japan International Cooperation Agency, the government of Japan's development agencies. And the JICA DXLR, which I lead, is kind of spearhead arm within JICA to push for and lead AI, digital, and the digital public infrastructure initiative within JICA. And I'm excited to walk you through a little bit of our experience and how we think about how AI can be a transformative force in tackling the climate crisis. And before jumping on the slides, needless to say, we are pretty much at the pivotal moment. We all are really feeling that climate change is real and no longer a distant threat, but it's present reality today. But with urgency comes opportunity, and AI offers us a way to scale solutions, accelerate innovations, and target innovations with unprecedented precision. In the next 5 to 7 minutes, I'll quickly share how AI is already making a difference and how we can really harness it more effectively across the climate action spectrum, and a little bit of inspire you or give you a bit of the kind of aspects and the perspective that how you may want to see and to go for the application going forward in the Global Impact Challenge. So for this slide, let's start with this a bit of a stepping back and look at the big picture. We believe that AI can support climate actions across basically 3 major domains. One is mitigation, reducing and removing GHG greenhouse gas emissions. Second, improve its adaptation and resilience and helping communities.
Nagano-san, the slide is not moving. I don't know if.
Oh, acha. Okay. Let me. Is it moving?
Just on the first slide.
Okay. Let me just then go for the slide again. Sure. Oh yeah. Sure. Now you see the no presentation mode, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
okay.
Do you see the presentation mode? No. Okay, got it. Sure. Again, big picture, 3 big buckets: mitigation, adaptation, and resilience, as well as foundational capability. And in mitigations, AI enables emissions reductions by integrating renewable energy into smart grid, driving the nature-based solutions by technologies to remove the CO2, And also AI also helps us implement the underlying measurement of the emissions from natural carbon inventories to the footprint of individual products. All of these are needed to size the challenge and the track progress of our measures. In adaptation, AI powers early warning system for floods, droughts, cyclones. It helps cities and regions model vulnerabilities and prioritize resilient infrastructure. And this is currently a big issue from COP29 and now this year's COP30. Now we're really focusing on how adaptation will be further driven by digital and AI. And the third pillar on the box on the bottom on the gray is it's quite important that AI provides foundational capabilities to support both short-term and long-term climate actions for removal and reduction, as well as adaptation. And it also accelerates breakthroughs in a lot of things: fusion energy, sustainable materials, and carbon capturing. And for example, it can support today's climate research with higher fidelity climate change simulations, and also has the potential to accelerate innovations in domains such as physics, chemistry, biology, and material science, and a lot of things that could bend the curve on the climate progress. That's quite really currently in the tipping point. And according to our survey, in this across the dimensions, there are a lot of expectations coming out from the readers for seeing the value of AI. And 61% reducing emissions, 57% measuring emissions, 44, predicting hazards, 42, managing vulnerabilities. But all in all, the more and more we are interacting with those climate experts, industry professionals, every single people are really seeing huge opportunity to really drive their approach and efforts by artificial intelligence foundation. So that's a stepping back. That is kind of the big picture that I just want to highlight at the first. I believe that the slide is now moving to the next slide, Kartik. But if not, please just tell me.
No, it is still on slide 2.
I think okay. What about this?
Yes, I think now it's moved to the...
Okay, yeah. Now I got it. All right. So this is kind of a real life example that we are currently working at the JICDX lab, and I will not go in detail, but just imagine smallholder farmers in a flood-prone delta in, let's say, in India. And on July 1st, the farmer begins his farming season as usual. And around by July 10th, sort of AI model detects early warning signs of the flood. Expect around the end of July. And along with the process of 20 days, around July 11th, disaster management authority triggers alerts to humanitarian organizations. July 12th, AI systems identify high-risk zones using geospatial and vulnerability data and AI, and the farmer receives hygiene kits, livestock feed, storage drums, and so on and so forth, to tackle the potential risk before the flood. And July 25th, 3 to 5 days before, parametric insurance payouts are dispersed digitally, so that payouts disbursement before the flood. July 28th, NGO relocates families, livestock to the safer, higher up ground. And post-flood, the farmer receives AI-driven advice on soil recovery and the flood resilience practice. Compared to the current practice, the farmer doesn't know much about what's going on, and severely hit. The insurance and the payouts by the government doesn't come for ages, and the recovery of soil floods and recovery of the soil are hit by flood. It takes 1 year, 2 year cycle to really make it recover and immediately production again. So this is kind of the full cycle example. I'm showcasing how AI can shift disaster management from reactive to proactive, and saving lives and livelihoods, and giving ownership to the farmers, take actions with enabling of the supporting tools by the government, NGOs, and private sectors and researchers. So that's this is just a bit of a very simple example that we are working on, but I just want to highlight here that AI really can empower people, farmers, and from end to end, make her from reactive to proactive. So it's a life-changing experience. And the second example, I'm just putting also DPI element as well, but this is the case in Brazil that currently we are supporting. This is a kind of carbon verification example. Brazil has 8 million small farmers, but only 0.15% are certified for carbon credits, and huge opportunities to fit in 99.85%. So traditional verification is very, very expensive. It's around up to 50K and even more. By the way, the Brazilian farmer is relatively big, but only for those who can afford to pay such high cost can go through the traditional verification process, and it is very, very slow. And the satellite imagery often can't penetrate forest canopies and so on and so forth. So that the AI and the DPI are changing the game here, and we're seeing that the farmers use 360 cameras with GPS, self-verification by their land, and AI analyze shadow, lightning, and weather in the photos, and cross-checks with satellite data and the government databases. And in Brazil, it calls CAR, CAR, that is a government DPI for the land registry, and the cross-checking, integrating those data and driving the AI analysis, the farmers can easily get a self-verification. And the fraud detection mechanism also will be built in. And all in all, the cost basically drops from 50K to 100K and 5,000. And 99.9% fraud detections accuracy has been already proved. And AI actually it gives, again, it works 100% as a function. 100% offline enabled functions are also embedded. But the point is that again, same for the previous case, AI and the digital DPI can really bring ownership to the farmers and make process simple, and give them options and opportunity to self-assess, self-verify, and easy, cheap, and speedy. So that's again, this is a very simple. I don't say simple, but focus on the user's experience. What is the delta that we want to bring to him, her, and give the scale impact. So this is again another impact, another one of the potential, one of the example that we JICA-DX are currently working with Brazilian farmers, with Brazilian startups to really drive the carbon credit market through very, very simple and speedy verification process. And I can showcase hundreds and more, but I just want to say that the AI use cases for climate sustainability can be deployed across the value chain, from left to right, design and planning to supply chain to monitoring to the compliance. I won't go in detail each one of them, but AI helps us move from very fragmented efforts to the integrated, data-driven climate actions. And then, what is currently needed for climate actions is really digital, and AI is really amplifying power for all of these 4 pillars. Design and planning for the urban sustainability, just thermal modeling, renewable energy, supply chain for the waste reduction, logistic optimization, monitoring air quality, Delhi air. That's a huge issue in India, but I mean across the world, in the cities, air quality is getting really, really bad. How we can tackle that? Water, climate trends, no compliance for the ESG, carbon footprint. So you can name it, but I just want you to think broad, wide opportunity, thinking about the sustainability, AI for the sustainability, AI for the climate, and really nudging you to think and be intrigued for applying for this challenge from the perspective of sustainability and climate. But all in all, that's all from my end. But to close, I want to leave you with this thought that AI is not I think you know much better than me, but AI is not a silver bullet, but it's really a force multiplier. AI is really a multiplier, particularly for the carbon climate sustainability actions. And it helps us act faster, smarter, inclusive, and more equitably. And it enables us to predict, prioritize, protect at population scale. If at all, really we can make a success. So whether it's helping a farmer survive flood, or Brazilian farmers verifying carbon credits across millions of hectares, AI can unlock scalable, inclusive, and impactful climate solutions. So that's my last words, and thank you very much. And I and JICA-DX Lab, JICA and Japan, really looking forward to your active participation to this challenge to change the world and climate and the global and contribute to the global sustainability together. Great, thanks. Thank you very much, and back to Karthik.
Thank you so much, Nagano-san. Yes, like you rightly said, AI is a force multiplier. It's not just no more a tool, and I'm really hoping to look at solutions which are proposing such multiplier effects as a part of what they are building and developing. Thank you so much. And I think I would like now to probably move this to Sudeshna. Sudeshna, welcome once again. Sudeshna is the Policy and Communication Specialist from UN Women, and UN Women such has been doing a lot of extensive work. We've been talking of late, and there's been a lot of work that they have done through their AI school, and also on some of these thematics like digital well-being and cybersecurity. Over to Sudeshna to probably share some thoughts on how AI is actually working in that space, and if you could share some good practices for the applicants here. Thank you. Over to you, Sudeshna.
Thank you, Karthik. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all colleagues from around the world. I see over 100 people have joined. Thank you so much, Amitabh sir and fellow panelists for such a fantastic introduction. As you may know, so UN Women is the UN agency which is mandated to advance women's rights, gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls. We are the lead agency which actually enables shifting of laws, institutions, social behaviors and services to close the gender gap. Today, I'm going to talk about, it's amazing to see the work of, the vertical of AI by her. Just a quick caveat, UN Women actually works across 4 verticals, but today we are specifically looking at, the brief I got was to speak about digital safety and it's cyber security, and that's something that we all are grappling with. And like our colleague mentioned, Yushi, that AI is not a silver bullet, but it's actually, it can be used, if used responsibly, can be amazing. So without further ado, I would like to share my presentation. It's a short one. I've tried to. One moment, please. Please let me know if you can see my screen. I think there's a screen option. Yes. Can you see my presentation?
No, sir, not visible.
Not yet?
Not
Okay.
yet. Mhm.
Is this
Yeah.
better? Okay, great. So I think the presentation view should work. Is this working?
Yep.
And are the changes
Yes.
visible?
Yes.
Great. So, yeah, this is an information session on the AI by Her challenge. So we are very pleased to support the India AI mission, and thank you so much, Karthik, for creating that space specifically for women. And today we are, I don't know why this is not working. Okay, I think this might be the same reason why you calls.
Yeah. I think you just manually click the PowerPoint slide, PowerPoint file side of the slide as well.
Oh,
I think that resolved my problem.
okay. Now, is this okay? I think we are back to square one. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We just have to not be on PowerPoint mode, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so as Amitabh sir was mentioning, that AI innovation is driving global socio-economic progress across different sectors: healthcare, climate action, agriculture, safety, education, you name it. And everywhere it's like a Midas touch. It has touched across all sectors. Global AI market is valued currently at 391 billion, with daily users tripling in 5 years. So that means 378 million users we have now currently of AI, as per a McKinsey 25 study. India AI Summit is coming at a great time in that sense, because it's making, through its 3 verticals of people, planet and progress, it's literally creating something that, as we at UN say, leaving no one behind. So it's a great moment in the history of science, and since today we wanted to touch upon digital well-being, we wanted to say, what is digital well-being? Digital well-being to us means a mindful technology use, protecting mental health, privacy, dignity, preventing fatigue, and harmful content exposure. Now, this is as per CyberSmile 2025. It's a UK-based foundation, and it says that 87% of Gen Z have been experiencing social media harms. One of the most famous cases, I don't know if you are aware, a few years ago, there was a case of Molly Russell, who actually experienced severe anxiety from use of one social media platform, and also took her, she died by suicide. So since then, world over, there's been, and Molly is not just one example. There has been a rise in such cases of usage of platforms, and most recently there's been a discussion that how children are taking onto AI chatbots and for intimate experiences, and those are the kind of things that we are talking about. Like, there's a steady increase in digital harm that is being reported. So heavy usage impacts sleep. So that's what we are talking about. Digital well-being is impacted. The scale of, since we are talking about women here, we wanted to mention that the scale of digital connection is such that 6 billion people are connected digitally. Yet, between 16 to 58% women experience both online and ICT facilitated violence. So that's the scale we are looking at. The impact is such that online harassment disproportionately affects women with intersectional identities, women with disability based on their race, gender, in India, caste, class. Those are the other things that gender identity is impacted. Who is vulnerable in this discourse? Of course, women who are in public life, for example, journalists, then political activists, women who have to, even for that matter, in India, actors. Those are the kind of people who 75% of them nearly face online violence, and including 25% report experiencing death threats as well online. So one of the most infamous cases of was the case of Rashmika Mandana a couple of years ago, when her image was actually doctored and morphed and put online. So there was this case of immediate takedown request that came about, and it's so interesting that couple of last week, actually on October 22nd, there was a policy that was passed to mark and label synthetically generated content. So those are the kind of, again, by synthetic we mean AI generated content which is not real. So that's the nature of gendered cyber violence we are talking about. When we talk about cyber violence, cyber attack, every 39 seconds there's an attack that is happening. Women and girls face doxing, stalking, deepfake, online violence. And then, of course, we just saw, I was mentioning the numbers of public-facing women. Coming to the next slide, we wanted to share that cybersecurity, the connection with cyber attack and AI safety and trust is beyond technology, because many a times these things that manifest online also have an impact offline. And so it's important to understand what are the tools that are available and how can AI actually be a harbinger of safety, women's safety. So AI-driven moderation tools can detect harmful content, and also they must protect privacy and dignity. So some of you may have heard there's something called NCII, so non-consensual image-based abuse. That's something that is happening, and basically you do not consent to your images. They could be used for stalking, threatening, and also for morphing. So that's the kind of abuse. There's a whole range, and AI can actually, the power of AI is such that it can be used to protect. And cybersecurity and AI safety must also include human rights and gender lens. The reason we say that is, again, when we say disproportionately women get impacted, it's the threat canvas. There's a lot of gender-based violence that happens, and cybersecurity, therefore, is not just technical. It is about our rights, trust, and participation. Moving on, we wanted to say that in such a scenario where there's the vectors of violence are so many, it's important to understand how can AI actually be used for prevention purposes and for digital safety. So designing an AI that is equitable and impactful for all, which can be achieved by carefully training data. So when data is trained, Karthik mentioned the UN Women AI School. Actually, I'm a graduate of that cohort wherein we learned what are the different kinds of gender biases that AI is actually right now experiencing, because it is trained on male data, as in one particular gender. Therefore, when you, for example, just when you go back, do a search on your internet, and you ask, there are these various Mid-Journey and different image generators. Ask a boss and a supervisee, what kind of image will you get? Just check in your phones right now. If you have anybody who uses ChatGPT, just look for boss and supervisee, and you will see, most of you will see that it generates a male boss and a woman supervisee. So those are the kind of biases you may now not also come across, because we as in UN Women has trained data to recognize that women also can be bosses, women also can be in leadership positions, women also can be managers. So only when we are training the data can those biases, can those inherent, because a human bias will also translate to artificial intelligence, because end of the day the data sets are being put in by men. So only inclusive AI design can help prevent harm and promote digital well-being. So if say for instance AI is being used, there are guardrails there these days. You cannot also abuse online. So the moment you start typing in abusive words, most of the AI service providers, artificial intelligence or generative AI service providers, by that I mean the different kinds of OpenAI, Perplexity, Claude, these different types of tools that you have, you start abusing, you will be locked out, because those are the kind of guardrails that are being incorporated. But at the same time, it's not enough, and therefore responsible innovation requires ethics, transparency, and accountability. By this I mean, there is UNESCO Principles, which is doing a lot of work. It's one of our sister agencies, and they are the ones who are defining what good ethics of AI look like. So they have worked closely with METI to do the consultations through last year on till not last year, this year itself, June they concluded. So the readiness assessment survey that they do, that's what it helps the country to understand what is its role in ethics of AI could be. So those are the kind of things that are very, very important to make innovation responsible. Now coming to AI for equality and digital safety, we just mentioned gender balance data has to be participatory. So India Mission, for instance, is organizing so many consultations. So these are the moments where women being included in the conversation is important. That's how responsible innovation can come by. And India AI Impact Summit has done this AI for all, and within that specifically AI by her. It's given us women, as in women entrepreneurs, women accelerate, women-led organizations coming up with AI solutions. A wind beneath their wings, So it's like an opportunity for them, and therefore it is important to also see collaborative impact, wherein multi-stakeholder partnerships. Today in this room we have private sector, government, we are international organization, we are all sitting together, and of course you all audience who are the key aspirants of this particular challenge and who are going to make the difference with your solutions. We're all coming together. That itself is a multi-stakeholder conversation we are having, because we know that one person alone or one entity alone cannot bring about the change. So before I end, I would like to say join us, as in UN Women is also playing an important role in this particular AI by Her challenge, and therefore I think 7th, if I'm not mistaken, or have they not, I think AI by Her is now over the application, but
No. It's all.
7th.
It is all till the end of this month.
Okay.
Yeah, for all, her and you.
Oh, great. So yeah, great. Then that's before I end, I just wanted to say that let's harness the power of AI to advance equality, safety, sustainability for all. Let's come up with solutions that make digital spaces safer and equitable, and of course we hope for a collaborative impact. Thank you so much, and I think if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Deshna. I think what we could do is just Antara, if you could just guide me. There are a couple of hands that I raised. Will we take those questions? Since I can also see a lot of questions coming in on the chat, and the team is trying its best to get them answered. Fine, let me do this. So I can see a hand raise from Hema Teja Sai. So, yeah, Hema, you can speak. And just with the paucity of time, I think we'll not be able to accommodate all the queries, but we'll be happy to take them offline with you guys over the email. We have already shared an email ID where you can send your queries. You can probably share your queries and we'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, probably I'll take a couple of them. Hema? I can't hear you. Okay. I can see Padmavati. So, Padmavati, can you speak?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go on.
Yeah, actually, we have already submitted our application because we thought October 31st is the last date. But for AI by Her category, especially, there is only one option. Either we can submit a pitch deck or a video demo. Is there a way we can submit both those, both pitch deck and video demo?
No, if the form allows it, then you can. Otherwise, you will only have to follow with whatever has been in the form. If it's an either or, then you would either have to share the pitch deck or the video demo. Okay.
So my other question is, since it's October 31st, we thought and we rushed submitting that. So is there a way we can submit the same solution again?
You can submit a fresh solution, but you can submit the same solution, but from a fresh email ID. It can't be the same email ID.
Okay, but the POC can stay the same, sir. I'm just wondering because I'm the main co-founder of this and I'm participating in that. So
you can be the POC, but the email ID that you use to register has to be a new one. Is all that I'm saying.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Krish Upadhyay.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, please tell me, Krish.
Sir, I want to ask when we get the mail about the confirmation of the shortlisted team.
So the evaluations are just starting now. Okay, so it will take at least, I think it will at least take about 4 weeks from now to start, deciding in terms of who all are shortlisted for the next. But you will please be notified on your email ID, on the registered email ID. So just keep a watch out on it.
Okay, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Kavita Panhimala.
Sir, my previous colleagues or my other team members have already asked the question which I wanted to ask. It is redo the application, and can
Yes.
I have a new entry into AI by her?
Sure.
All of it is answered. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pankaj Sharda.
The application is cross-sectoral, and am I?
Yes.
Am I here?
Yes. We can hear you.
Yeah. So if the application is cross-functional, cross-sectoral, and there is a woman co-founder also, we both can apply through different email IDs, one for all and one for women.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just take one more. We have Praveen Chauragade. Praveen there?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Praveen.
Sir, can I get this session recording video, sir?
Yes, I think we have a plan to, put it up on a portal where you can access it. So once it is available, you will be notified about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I just want to, thank all the panelists who took their time out and shared their thoughts on the solutions today and across different thematics. Thank you, Sudeshna. Thanks to Nagano-san and Manav and Shri Amitabh sir. Thank you for giving your time. We have our team, and we'll be happy to take your queries. You can already see the email IDs which is on the screen. Please feel free to send your queries on this email ID, and I'll have my team members answer to them appropriately. Please also keep visiting the social media pages and the website of Impact Summit, which is the impact.indiaa.gov.in. You'll get all the updates from even the resources and the recordings that we are going to put up. And we'll wish you all the very best and look forward to really some amazing applications coming into us before 30th November. We would sincerely urge you not to wait till the end date and try and put up at the earliest, because the evaluation is going to start it's almost started today, and it's going to start, we're going to look at having subject matter experts look at each of these applications as well in the weeks to come. So request you to please not wait till the last minute and complete the applications and submit it before the last date. Thank you so much.